Alright, so this is my third theme team, I believe. Yeah, this is probably my third. Before I even start this video, I have to say this was probably the most difficult theme team to ever work with, simply for the fact that it's all poison types. And poison types, you normally see a Garchomp in competitive play, or you see something with Earthquake, or something with Earth Power, so it was not exactly easy to win. I have multiple bloopers for this battle in particular. So yeah, let's get started. This was a battle against Elite Trainer CJ. I battled him while he was on stream actually, and I got the win there, thank God, because otherwise I could not upload this video today. So yeah, alright. So I believe he started he sent in Sceptile first. I wasn't exactly sure why. I sent in my Drapion, he sent in Sceptile. A Shiny Sceptile, actually. I need to get to that. I need to get that eventually. Shiny Sceptile. He withdrew Sceptile in the first move. He sent out Scizor. I decided to send out well, I didn't send out. I used Toxic Spikes to set up because I knew that Toxic Spikes would probably like save my butt in the end, which eventually did. It didn't really save my butt, but it basically guaranteed me a kill without trying too hard. Alright, so from there, out of Drapion, I switched into Gengar. Gengar, it was a Hypnosis. Let's see, Hypnosis, Dream Eater, Shadow Ball, and Dark Pulse. So I used Hypnosis. I actually landed the hit despite it being, I think, 50% accurate now, which is pretty damn lucky in my case. From there, I accidentally mixed Cliff. I pressed Hypnosis again. It doesn't do anything, of course. And then from there, I tried to use Hypnosis again, but he switches out. No, he doesn't switch out. He switches out the next turn. Switches out, and I can't remember what he sends in. So I get that little heal damage back in. He worked up. Actually, no. Wow, I am tripping. He didn't switch out at all. So he uses Aerial Ace. It gets me down there. Then he uses Bullet Punch, which surprisingly knocks me out. So that's Gengar down, but since his abilities Curse Body, it blocked Bullet Punch. Not really beneficial. Alright, so from there I sent in a Alolan Muck, and I decided to start off with Knockoff. But I used Fairy Cutter, doing a little bit of damage, which I totally forgot how Fairy Cutter works. I used Knocked Off, get it down there, knocked out the Dire Hit. I don't know why exactly you're holding a Dire Hit, I don't know. Uses Fury Cutter again. It gets me down really low, like 5. I use Crunch. I knocked out the Scizor, which was good. So from there, CJ, I think, decided to take advantage of the fact that the Pokemon was low as it is, and he sent in Greninja, which is a Battle Ball Greninja. He comes in on the Toxic, obviously. He uses Aerial Ace, knocking out the Alolan Muck, getting the Battle Bond in, which basically let him go full Ash Greninja with Poison. Let's see, I forgot what I sent in here. From here, I believe I sent in Roserade? No, I sent in Venusaur, and I used Petal Dance. Petal Dance was a one-hit KO, knockout on the Greninja, thank God. As the Aerial Aces takes me down to half HP, I used my Citrus Berry, which healed me back up above half. Then I used Petal Dance, knocking out the Greninja, which was really decent for me. Greninja didn't really get much in besides that one short kill, which didn't really have an impact on the battle anyways. He then sent in Blaziken. Blaziken decides to use Brave Bird, which knocks out Venusaur. However, since it came in with the poison, it got poisoned, basically doing some chip damage, along with the Brave Bird already doing chip damage as it is. So that's Venusaur down, which sucked. And this next move was actually really risky on my side. I didn't really think I would have to do it. I tried to use Toxapex and Baneful Bunker. And Baneful Bunker is basically to death. However, he plays the game smart. I sent in Toxapex. I use Baneful Bunker. I think the first move, he switches out Blaziken to Ampharos, which basically, I don't know why, every time I battle this particular Ampharos, is always 100% with Thunder. So I use Baneful Bunker, no effect obviously. He gets the poison chip damage, and then he decides to use Thunder, which one hit KOs Toxapex, which had me pretty damn salty. Because I thought it could live at least one hit. So that's Toxapex down. And then from there, I sent in, I believe I sent in Roserade, which basically just finished the job from there. Something, yeah, Roserade, the Koga, the Roserade. And I Venom Shock the rest of his team down. So I basically Venom Shock this thing. No, I Giga Drain this one. I heal myself. Use his Power Gem. I Giga Drain again. I think this one doing critical hit damage. Citrus Berry healed me up. I then use Giga Drain again. Securing the kill on Ampharos. After I think the poison chip damage basically does the job for me. Or I believe I knocked it out here. Yeah, no, I didn't knock it out here. I healed up, but the poison chip damage, like I said, did knock it out. Did do exactly what I needed to do. So yeah, that's Ampharos down. From there, let's see. From there, he sent out, I believe he sent out Blaziken. Yeah, he sent in Lycanroc. I Giga Drained the Lycanroc, healing me up to full and knocking it out, which is effective because I didn't really get to do much. So I Giga Drain Lycanroc. Lycanroc's dead. He then sends in, this is when he sends in Blaziken, trying to knock me out. And at this point, I thought the battle was over. I totally forgot he had a Sceptile. So he uses Blaziken. Not really doing much, if you ask me. Blaziken. I use Venom Shock. I actually outspeed the Blaziken, which is a shock to me because I didn't think I was faster than Blaziken. I knock out the Blaziken. I thought the battle was done at this point. I was about ready to stop right there. And then he sends in Sceptile, which I'm like, oh, totally forgot about you. So his Sceptile poisoned with the Toxic Spikes. I used Venom Shock. Surprisingly, he had what's it called? Surprisingly, he had the Focus Sash on Sceptile, which shocked me a bit. However, I do get down to 1 HP, and the Toxic does the rest. So yeah, that's Sceptile basically down, and that's the end of the battle here. Okay, and that's Sceptile down, and that's GG. Thanks for the battle, TJ. Alright, so this was the second battle I had, and this was against a trainer. I can't remember who. I cannot remember how I knew this person. He had my friend code, which is weird. I didn't know who this was exactly. So I started with Alolan Muk, and naturally I go for, I believe I went for knockoff first turn, just to see if it got knocked off any items. I knocked off, no. What did I knock off? Crobat. I think I knocked off the leftovers on it. Yeah, I knocked off the leftovers. No, Black Sludge, which is basically leftovers for Poison type. Alright, so I knocked off the Poison Sludge. He uses Confused Ray, which basically sucks because now I'm never gonna hit for the life of me. Alright, so from there, I decided to use Minimize to try and dodge some hits. I was sort of like, when I first saw this battle, I thought, hey, maybe I should go for, what's it called? Maybe I should go for, a sweep with Alolan Muk, which apparently that was not happening. So I got down, Crobat down. He uses Air Slash. I dodge again. I use Crunch again, knocking out the Crobat. I did not knock out. Yeah, I knocked out the Crobat. So Crobat's down. He sent in Mimikyu. I decided to try and go for the same strategy again. This is sort of looking like a sweep if it was to go further. So he used Play Rough. It hits, gets beat down to near half. I use Knockoff, knocking off the knocking down the disguise, and I believe I knocked off the leftovers. Yeah, I knocked off the leftovers. Then from there, I use Gunk. He uses Play Rough. I dodge. I use Gunk Shot. I land a hit, knocking out Mimikyu, I believe, or getting it close to knockout. Yeah, I got poisoned. I poisoned it. I believe I crunched again, and that was basically Mimikyu down. Yeah, that was Mimikyu down. Yeah, he used Play Rough, doesn't knock me out. I use Crunch, knocking out the Mimikyu. And that was basically 2 down. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, so I can probably get a sweep. And then I saw Roserade. I'm like, ew. Hello, Roserade. Also, just notice the fact that half his team right now is shiny Pokemon. Just notice that. Alright, so that's Muck. Turning outside. That's Mug down. I send in Gengar trying to get the Hypnosis Dream Eater to start. It hidden powers me, which does quite a lot of damage, surprisingly. Gets me down to half. I use Curse Body, knocking the hidden power off, thank God. Use Hypnosis. And I believe I knock out the Roserade. I forgot, because I did this battle like 4 or 5 hours ago. I don't remember how this battle actually played out. I know I lost though. That's a guarantee. I already know I lost. Because the only battle I won was the first battle. So I Dream Eater it. I get its HP down pretty fast. From there, I heal up to, yeah, I heal up to like the green area. Roserade having leftovers, the Black Sludge actually heals up again. I then go for Dream Eater again, I believe. Yeah, Dream Eater. So that's Roserade down. So at this point, the battle's looking good. It's one knockout to 3. So you could see how I was really hyped up for this battle. Like I had everything all ready, and that's when things started to go south. I got a little too confident. So Espeon, I think, basically ruined the rest of this battle, because it started using Side Shock and one-shotting the living hell out of my team. That's Gengar down. Then I believe I sent in, Salazzle. This is before I used what's it called? This is before I used Toxapex. So that was Espeon, then knocking out Salazzle, one hit, obviously. So that's Nagini down. And then I sent in Sniper, trying to get the Night Slash, because I didn't have any like moves holding on it. So I use the Dazzling Gleam. It gets me down to around half, like right above half, like no, right on half. I use Night Slash. I get it down to the red zone, but since it outspeeds, it gets to KO with the Dazzling Gleam, knocking out Nagini. I mean not Nagini, Sniper. Alright, so from there I sent in Koga, my personal Roserade, thinking maybe I can like get the outspeed with Shadow Ball. Yeah, no, it Side Shocks me, and that's Roserade down. I believe the last Pokemon I sent in was, yeah, I sent in Venusaur, hoping maybe I can get like a knockout with Petal Dance and get this battle keep going, but nah, it Side Shocks, knocking out Venusaur and effectively ending the battle. So yeah, that was one of like many bloopers I had with this team. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your theme team suggestions below in the description if you want to see your theme team done. I will be like preparing these theme teams a week in advance. So basically, you leave your theme team idea in the description, and I will be uploading that theme team, and I'll be uploading that theme team next Friday if I have the chance. Hopefully I do. If not, I'll probably do it late Thursday night, because I'm in a summer program, so things might get a little wonky on my channel. Hopefully it doesn't change too much. But however, I hope you enjoy it. I will see you next time. Enjoy the bloopers. Goodbye.